rejoin our seasonal singers after their scrap with VanSweeten. As the speedboat containing our party sails off towards the east and goes through the locks, I want to cut briefly back to the bridge. What I would love to hear is a song, perhaps led by Oliver and Jeffrey, about the fight that happened as Koma Inu, Eric, and Bert were left behind to deal with Sam.
Yeah, these are your people.
Well, Rory, I gotta tell you, of the folks we've left behind. Yeah. Between Eric and Bert and the Koma Inu, the strongest allies are mine.
Eric is the son of one of the top dogs on Olympus, so I bet you're wrong. Bert's a secret dark horse. You heard of Trojan? Yeah, well, he was part of that song.
My friends are better than your friends.
Ha! As if.
My friends are better than yours.
You're wrong.
If your friends had to fight my friends,
and what?
Your friends would end up on all fours.
Oh, right.
My friends are better than your friends. My friends are better than yours. If your friends had to fight my friends, your friends would end up on all fours.
Eric's taking on a Hydra and some Gorgons too. He's fought a Titan with me, and I would have ended up flat if not for that dude.
Well, Yoshi and Aya have rung several fairy bells. They've dealt with a bunch of devils from at least 4 of the hells. They're pretty tough, but I think you ought to be told that they've been awarded several instruments made of gold. Because my friends are better than your friends. My friends are better than yours. If your friends had to fight my friends, your friends would end up on all fours. Yoshi and Aya are gonna take Sam down. They'll take him out at the knees.
Yeah, well, Bert's a king, and he wears the crown at disabling enemies.
Well, Aya and Yoshi, they'll get their hands around, they'll get their blades in, Sam will be hamstrung.
Yeah, well, Eric and Bert are the chef duo. They'll chop them up, throw them in the stir fry, and we'll eat them down for fun. 'Cause
My friends are better than your friends. My friends are better than yours. If your friends had to fight my friends, your friends would end up on all fours. I say again, your friends would end up on all fours. One more time, your friends would end up on all fours. Yes!
Nice. Very good. That's a groove. What a great idea.
Yeah, that was-
What a great.
What a fun take on it, Jeffrey, to be like, the way we talk about this fight is still competitive.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. That's a guitar pick idea. Thank you.
Your boat pulls up to the island, and there's not a lot of spaces that you can be in. There's the cramped living quarters, the bottom floor that I don't think Kat had visited yet.
Yeah.
Rocks out around the edge of the island. The top deck, Wanderlust's prison. You all know that if you choose to move the Grand Cycle into summer, you need to hand off the Verdant Cycle to someone from spring so they can hand it off to summer today. And I just want to ask, everybody, now that this big fight is over, where are your heads at?
Rory, through this, his hand has not left his sword. The sword has not been sheathed. His body tense, rigid, his eyes staring with intent. To him, the fight isn't over yet.
Greystone so narrowly escaped Sam's use of his name. Greystone is feeling those first few deep breaths that you can take after you get through something, a stressful time that doesn't last hours, but lasts years. If you've ever been in one of those situations when you just take a deep breath and you realize you can't remember the last time you took a deep breath. Coming away from the brush with Sam at noon on the summer solstice when he is nameless and at the very weakest he could almost conceptually be, and seeing that he has survived, he feels grateful and a bit relieved. However, he is also remembering the things that Rory has said. He needs to wait, but he doesn't have much longer to wait. That because of what Greystone is trying to do, this leads to the death of Mara and Aubrey, two allies that mean a lot to him. That's where Greystone's head is at. Like, what needs to be done, and also knowing that it's a lot to explain, and he can't really count on the people that he's around him to understand.
What Aubrey overheard Sam say to Greystone weighs on her. And for a moment, she just lets everyone rest in their thoughts, rest in their plans, take a deep breath, and goes to the top of the lighthouse. Because even if we're safe for the next few minutes, we have friends who have been threatened. We don't know if our parting words that Greystone said to Sam would have moved his hand. All we know is that the conditions under which Freddie said our friends would be hurt have been met. It's midday. Is the light on still at this time?
No.
Okay. In that case, I will sort of use both the cycle and the tattoo for Greystone that lets me move through things if I'm in pursuit of someone, if I'm trying to catch or help someone, and step into the bulb of it and shine its light out to see where my friends are and how they are, and if I can be a beacon to guide them to safety, become that beacon.
You're looking for Fabio, Jay,
Van,
and Eric, the people who are threatened. As the light of the lighthouse begins to spin around, sweeping its light, overpowered by the sun, but still sending out its light.
I think I just become light. Yeah.
Aubrey, you find yourself seeing Foxglove from a perspective you never have.
Spinning.
It's like you can perceive the whole city as radar sees what's around it, in snippets, in moments, in flashes that get updated every few seconds. But there's so much to process. Using the power of this artifact, you get a glimpse of Fabio in the firehouse, lounging in a circle of lawn chairs that have been sort of set out on the front driveway. Him and the firefighters he works with. You can see his axe in easy reach. And there's just this moment of recognizing his competence, his ability to take care of himself, and the fact that he is himself surrounded by friends who are themselves very competent and ready to help, ready to put themselves in danger for others.
Yeah. I take a few deep breaths in sync with him and move on.
The second flash you see is of Eric. Him and Bert strolling, looking for all the world very casual, towards the music that's playing the end of the bridge, chatting. Looks like neither of them's even shaken by what's just occurred. As the light passes, you see, still hidden, cowering on the bridge, waiting for his enemies to be far enough for him to move, Sam, well hidden, very hurt. The light travels on. You see Jay sitting on a couch that has been set up outside near the stage, just chatting with her bandmates. Her bass back in its case, feeling the glow of a good performance. And as your light sweeps across her, you see something that she doesn't. And that's a pair of Vertere retainers. Dangerous people there watching over her.
Okay.
Because Kat knows what kind of man that Freddy is. And Kat is a chess player.
She loves love.
Oh, giggle for 1 minute. Oh. Your light sweeps over Freddy's home, over his garden. Lounging, lying down in the grass, head in his interlocked hands as he looks up at one of the taller trees on the estate. Just resting in the shade is Van. Tired, but free. Van doesn't have anyone there to protect him. They're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And
as the light shines around, is there anything in the shadows that it might reveal? Any threats?
There's nothing imminent. You don't know what time limit, if any, Freddy set. You don't know if Sam heeded your words of not going through with what he had been tasked with.
Can I project words or a message as the beam of light circles by the estate towards Van? An idea.
What's that?
If you're going to rest, you have a home that you haven't been to in months. There's so many bonsai trees there. They've been taken care of in your absence. They're all well. Just go there and rest, and they'll take care of you.
And you see on the next sweep, Van in the process of standing up, as his bones need a little bit more time to stretch as they get up. You see pinched between their lips the stem of this allium that you sent earlier. It's purple blossom, susical, and delightful.
I think that will be enough to get Van home safely. And Aubrey has, for the last few months since Van hasn't been at the house, going by to trim and care for these bonsai trees. She's not as good, but has been doing her best to keep them growing, keep them safe. And I think has poured so much of her heart into them that I think they'll return the favor if need be.
Where's Mara's head at?
You know how sometimes you just want to go home and just sprawl out on your couch and that is your relief?
Yeah.
For Mara and for Kat, that is at the shore. That is where they can do that. And Mara keeps some beach chairs. Granted, sometimes she keeps like a machete next to it to like hawk all the vines off.
Sure.
Since it grows so quickly. She'll set up the 2 beach chairs, so get her mom situated and run inside to get her mom a little bit to eat, like maybe a tea or something, and maybe catch Aubrey as she's coming downstairs. And is everyone all right?
They are. Your mom has people looking after Jay. Fabio's got the fire crew.
Okay.
Van has the wilds. Eric's got Bert and a sword.
Okay.
Spear?
Okay.
He's got both. He's well armed.
That's a huge relief. All right, thanks. And she'll not even look at anybody else and head back out the door with everything and with a blanket and wrap Kat up in it and give her some tea and some food. And she's fighting everything in her. She wants to just run away, like just do something, just get in a boat and not turn back or whatever it is. But she doesn't want to leave her mom. Like there's that impulse and there's the not let her mother out of her sight. Like now it's kind of that thing where she's caring for her mother. Like now it's a bit reversed and maybe Mara's humming to her a little bit, just like because Kat looks ill, right? So
She
she's
really
just
does.
Mara's just doing everything to make sure she's okay. I think she's thinking a lot about her dad. I think she's thinking a lot about whatever conversation Kat and Aubrey must have had and what the rest of their day might look like, but she kind of puts most of that out of her mind and will turn to her mother and say, let me know if you need anything. Is there anything else I should know about whatever conversation you had with Aubrey?
There'll be time later. Let's just watch the sea for now.
And Mara will nod, and I don't know if she puts her head on Kat's shoulder or lets Kat put her head on Mara's, but whatever it is, I think Mara will just kind of like hum a little lullaby-esque tune, hoping that her mom's going to be okay.
As Kat sits bolt upright, trying to maintain her pride, and Mara puts her head on Kat's shoulder. Almost immediately, you hear soft snoring as everything is out of her.
Yeah. I mean, Kat needs to probably go home, right?
You could let her stay at your house. You could pull out your futon or something.
Yeah. I don't think Mara can pick her up.
Rory already is there at your table.
Then if Rory can help carry Kat inside, Mara will set up the bed for her. Maybe lay out the one set of pajamas that she took from home. That's like the silk ones that she knows her mom also likes. And get that set up. And then give Rory's hand a squeeze of thank you of how far they have come with all of this. And before kind of heading out and being like, can we all go outside, like she needs to sleep? Also, at some point, can Mara drink the other wound potion so she's at 3 and not 8?
Yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rory has been just staring daggers at Greystone's movements. And he has not sheathed his sword. It just sits in his hand, and he watches Greystone.
I think as Mara tries to get folks to leave the lighthouse, Greystone, not in an argumentative way, says, Mara, we're about to have a very important conversation.
Okay.
Do you want to have it without your mother's wisdom?
She needs to rest.
I-
She's fine. In case you missed it, I was out of the loop of what was happening to her today. I just want to make sure nothing worse is going to happen with the state that she's in. You guys don't know her like I do, and I've never seen her like this. So whatever it is, it's the 4 of us, right? Like whatever. We'll get through it. Just let her rest for a second. I think Mara will get a little bit loud and won't break the barrier a bit, but you can tell that she's maybe the most upset with Aubrey, which, you know,
Yeah.
it maybe turns to her. It's like, why do you even have that still? Like, we're okay.
Let's take this outside. So we're sort of by the edge of the wilds in the ring of will-o-wisp lanterns, looking out over the city. There's not a lot of time left today, at least considering what has to be done.
So you're not going to keep it?
Did you think I was? Did I ever say I was?
No, you didn't. I wouldn't assume that. But I don't know that it would be especially safe to assume that you wouldn't. You heard what Aviva said. She thought that if she ever put it on, she would not be able to take it off again.
Aubrey's hands flex and ball into fists and flex again. And what is it safe to assume about your intentions with it?
I think it's safe to assume that my intentions are for the good of many. But I'm not going to lie to you either.
Then let me ask, what are your intentions?
What's going on?
Greystone's a fool.
Oh, am I? Am I a fool, Rory?
Sam said you had a deal, that the cycle was always going to him.
That's what Sam thought. When Sam and I met, he was in a position similar to mine, under the thumb of someone with a great deal of power and control, new ideas and designs on how to do things better. I saw a bit of myself in him. I wanted to help him out. Things got a little bit out of hand, but my intention was never for the cycle to end up in his hands.
Whose hands?
Greystone gives a wry smirk. My own for at least a little while.
I turn to look at Rory.
You see, for the first time during the fight, he was agile and operating from a decisive place. His knuckles are white, and you can hear them popping as he grips the hilt of his sword tighter and tighter.
The whole time, Greystone?
So can someone explain, for someone who doesn't have all of the Fey magic knowledge or time loop knowledge, what is actually going on here?
Sure. The Fey realms are arranged into 4 general divisions.
Skip ahead. What is going on?
He's going to take it for himself.
What? Why?
The way not only Winter, but all of the Fey realms have been run, put so many of the smaller Fey creatures in harm's way. Now, I don't need to have the cycle forever, but if I use it, I can make enormous changes.
Yeah, but
To how the Fey realms run, how they interact with the world, you don't understand. Or perhaps you do. So much of the magic that we paranatural creatures are able to wield comes from what?
Belief.
Belief. Yes. And over the last several thousand years, we have seen belief in people like myself, people like you, Mara, dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And different leaders, different people in power, deal with that in different ways. Jack Frost keeps it to himself. You saw in spring 4 people that share power, cycle after cycle. They trade it around. There has only ever been one Lord of Winter. With the cycle, I can change things. If I have the cycle in winter, and if I have the cycle for all seasons, then I can change things across them all.
So you would put this entire world into another ice age? What part of that suggests to you
now
that
you do
all
understand.
of us... Of course I understand, Greystone. We're on the similar level. What do you mean? You would have sacrificed this world for a goal that you kept secret from us this entire time?
How long do you think I need to use this?
I don't know. You're revealing all of this stuff to us, and we were dumb enough to trust you.
Now, out of respect for you helping us through this bit, through Freddy, through Demeter, I won't kill you right now.
What?
Unless Mara and Aubrey, you tell me to.
What the...
Here's what I don't
Thank you,
understand.
Rory. What?
What is this sudden sense of betrayal? Why are you so upset?
You ask me why I bleed while your knife is in my side. Let me walk you through all the feelings I can no longer hide. The day that I've had watched my mother sacrifice. Now I see the only friend I thought would understand has filled my head with lies. With lies. I don't know you like I thought I knew you. I don't know you like I thought I knew you. If you do what it turns out you've set out to do, turns out I don't know you like I thought I knew you.
These accusations, they strike me as uncouth. You didn't exactly come to me the first time and tell me your complete truth. And in terms of my intentions, I think it's a little odd that you'd react this way for me doing this when I just helped you kill a god. No, you don't know me like you think you do.
Like I think I do.
You don't know me, that's true.
That's true. You don't know me like you thought you do.
But I never claimed to, that's the difference between me and you.
I never trusted easy. I admit that plain. You were the first one. I admitted I was wrong. All these lies keeping me in the dark. There goes that little spark.
I'll say it again, 'cause you're young and you've been through a lot. Once more I will try. Out of all of our interactions, all that I've told you, tell me, where is the lie? All that you've said is what you've assumed didn't turn out to be true. And that says a lot less about me than it does about you.
I don't know you like I thought I knew you. You don't know me like you used to think you do. Help me see eye to eye.
I just want to know why.
Then let us all try, so no one has to die.
So no one has to die.
Yes, someone made a death threat. I don't want anyone to die.
Yeah, it wasn't me that made a death threat.
No, I know.
I
that's
have
what
done
I'm saying. So let's
Mara,
figure this out. I know this is happening again.
Mara, so much of my life has been trying to find peaceful, alternative, progressive solutions to problems that have haunted this world for so long. Why do you assume that because I want to make changes using this tool in front of me, that makes me the bad guy? It was never my intention for Aviva Dogwood to end up in the Underzoo. It was never my intention for your Aunt Fee to end up in the Underzoo. Things went awry. That was not the design.
What was the design, Greystone?
The design was for me to be able to have a conversation with Aviva that would result in me being able to have the cycle. Now, granted, when it comes down to political conflict, one of the things that you need, don't roll your eyes at me,
My eyes roll fully back in my head into mirrors.
plausible deniability. That's the key to these things. A train gets held up. An FBI agent finds the person who is kidnapped. The way everything was set up the first time through, I was going to be able to save people. Aviva was never going to be in the Underzoo. Someone intercepted your aunt.
You both know that was Inari.
Yeah.
Set on by Cat.
This was going to be peaceful. It's not easy for someone who was a young and exiled member of the Winter Court to be able to just approach the Queen of Spring and say, hey, I want to be able to hold on to the cycle for just a little bit of time to make some changes.
How long's a little bit of time, Greystone? Tell them how long to you is a little bit of time.
The least amount of time that I would need in your world would be about 6 or 7 months.
Of Ice Age?
It's not going to immediately throw things into an ice age.
Okay. I guess I don't know how all this cycle stuff works.
No, it would take time to move things around. Now, here's the thing that's different now. Before this week, there was another figure that exercised some degree of control over the seasons, whose head wasn't in the underworld. So I don't know how long it would take to bring some stability here, but I can tell you that if we get into the winter of this year with no one opposing Jack Frost and Demeter dead, that we are going to be dealing with an autocrat with even more power and less keeping him in check. And I have been working for centuries to try to get him out of the Throne of Winter.
Greystone, when we first met, you were a legend to me because as a child I read news articles in disreputable magazines about how you failed to solve the mystery of Train 19, and I always wanted to help you.
And you did.
Not with what I thought. Because I know that the name you go by isn't the name I first heard you referred to by.
That's fair.
Back in autumn, I make the first start of a sound
Please.
from my mouth.
Would you do that to me?
Wait.
No.
Just wait a second. I'm willing to bite, okay? It's been an insane day. And if, yes, the worst thing that has happened here is that your motives weren't clear to us and that you hid it from us, yeah, that's not great, but it's been a wild day. What doesn't quite work for me right now is that wouldn't be enough to have Rory gripping his sword this tight and threatening to kill you. What do we still not know?
Rory, I put out my hand. What do we still not know?
And Rory reaches out and grasps it, and
Aubrey's Gladius tattoo activates.
Yes.
There's a flash in Aubrey's perception, and it takes her a moment to realize, to process that the flash is not because it got brighter, but because the landscape around her shifted to be covered in deep snow. In her mind, the sun and moon chase each other across the sky. The days whip past, stretching into the hundreds, and the ice does not melt. The snow does not recede. The days grow longer, and still the ice persists. And it turns and turns, and it slows down for one moment. As she looks around, she sees the silhouettes of Rory and Greystone standing in a graveyard. 2 stones, a light dusting of snow on each of them. Having just been cleared, fresh flowers laid upon them, snow still falling. The names Vertere and Stump. The memory fades out as Rory pivots on his heels, winds up, and decks Greystone, smashing Aubrey back into herself.
What?
Rory is silent, but his body is sobbing.
I just put an arm like a side hug and just sort of pull him close to me. Give him my shoulder or my head to lean on.
What happened? What did you see?
Endless winter. Our graves, Mara. Greystone walking away from it all. That's not what you want, is it?
Did you know that's a possibility? When you freaked out on me about getting upset at you?
That you could die?
That you might be responsible, yes, by making this choice.
It's a possibility.
Jesus Christ, Greystone!
We went to the Underzoo. I just fought a god for you. With you. We have put ourselves in
doesn't
dire
matter
peril
if you're letting
so many
us-
times.
You are asking us to, without our knowledge, give you the tools to bring about our deaths.
Based on something that Rory has said.
Why will this be different then? Help me understand why this will be different.
Because I didn't know before.
What do you know now? I want to believe you. I want to believe that the time that we've spent together running around the city, riding bikes for 3, solving crimes, means something to you the way that they mean something to me.
Mara nods.
But you need to help me believe it. Because right now it feels like there's dust there. Why is it not dust? What is it?
Why is it not dust? Oh, you want to know what you mean to me? Is that what you want?
Or just any semblance of... We can still have some shred of trust that if the opportunity presents itself that you get what you want, we don't end up dead.
We can't help you unless you give us the tools and the knowledge to do so.
Okay, so table talk. The cycle is currently in spring.
Yeah.
Which means if Greystone has the cycle come the winter solstice, it will shift to winter.
Yes.
If he has it come spring, presumably, I defer to Helix's world building, but like in order for him to hand it off to summer without shifting the cycle, it would still have to be handed off like tonight or next year.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm clear. Now until December wouldn't give Greystone enough time.
I think it would.
I think
I think
it would
he can
be,
get creative.
I think it would be it would give him enough time to do some of it. If Greystone actually gets to have the cycle during winter and shift the cycle and like be the lord of all of that, then he's going to be able to do a lot more. But in order for it not to shift, he would still be handing it off to someone that you would have to trust to give it over to summer again before winter starts.
The other thing that makes that complicated is there has never been a grand cycle that has not lasted for a long time. When it moves, it's sort of like an oil tanker. Something with that much mass has a lot of inertia.
Yeah.
And so it takes time for things to change.
Which is Greystone's assumption. It's not like holding on to the Verdant cycle. And this is like player to players. Yeah. As far as Greystone is concerned, him having the Verdant cycle until next summer solstice doesn't do much to the human world. That gives him plenty of time to use it to its full ability within the Fey world, but it's not bringing about a new ice age if he holds on to it for a year.
If Greystone has it but doesn't go to winter, but is like holding it in foxglove during the winter? Like what's I'm just trying to make sure I understand implications.
Yeah, because I'm confused about if he's needing to solve business in winter, but by December in Foxglove is in winter with the verted cycle, then the grand cycle starts to shift over to winter. Then could it be even shifted in summer than that next June?
That's the thing that I'm saying. It would be.
Yeah.
There's no experiment
It's like
on
hasn't
this.
happened before. It seems.
It is new territory. You don't know if it could be handed off. You sort of assume that it could.
Yeah.
But also, Greystone's been alive only during spring.
Yep.
And we also don't know what exactly caused us to die, just that Greystone was somehow responsible inadvertently or directly.
Right.
You guys don't
It
exactly.
seemed
And
like
we
more
can't
of a,
tell.
like, it was a shift. It was a permanent wintry shift. Pretty in that one.
Yes. That is what Aubrey saw.
How old did people seem?
Yeah, when did we die?
It's hard to tell how old you guys are. This is so
Well,
unhelpful.
there might have been dates on the tombstones.
Oh yeah, what were the dates on the tombstones?
The dates on the tombstones were 4 years in the future.
Okay, yeah. That's not very long. I forgot. Yeah, it was 4 years. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Greystone looks at Rory. Do you always make people apologize for things that they didn't do?
I hold a grudge no matter how many times I loop. For you, this has all been progressing pretty linearly. This has been my entire focus for a long time. So,
Greystone, I'm willing to believe that you're not the same person that I just saw. Just like how I'm willing to believe that the version of Mara that coughed up a stone egg is not the version who's standing next to me right now. But I can't just give you this. Not right now.
You have to understand.
Let us help you. Please.
We don't want there to be this rift. We don't want there to be mistrust. But it's kind of hard if you have the ability to do something that might end up the way it did, and we're just confronted with this, maybe it wasn't a lie, but this extreme misdirection of where your priorities, what you were planning to do with the cycle. For all we knew, everything was going according to plan, bringing it back to spring. I cannot fathom why you'd be upset at us getting upset about this.
Everything we know is that the reason why industry outpaces life, the reason why the earth warms, the reason why nature fights back with increasing viciousness, and I gesture to the wilds on the island that have crept up to the edges of the will-o-wisp circle, that this is all because the cycle needs to move to summer. That's what our world needs. That's all I've been told. That's all I understand. If you can't share why we're wrong, I can't share this with you. I gesture to the cycle.
when Aubrey says she can't hand over the cycle, Rory has rotated his sword from an idle but out threatening position to a ready to attack at a moment's notice position.
I think the next thing that Greystone says here is going to need a dice roll attached.
Okay.
We're getting into
Yeah, it loggerheads a little bit.
Yeah.
The cycle will need to go to summer. Right now, I can use it. I belong to both winter and spring, which means I can hand it off to summer. I could hand it off to summer today, or I could hand it off to summer next year. Now, I could wait some 20,000 more of your years to have a shot at doing this at the proper time. But you didn't hesitate to put on the crown to save one friend and help one friend kill a god. I have people everywhere that I've been working with for hundreds of years. I've made promises. I've made deals. There are people out there who believe in me. Sprig believes in me. Leora has personally told me that she would help me in my efforts against Jack Frost. You can believe me or not. This is bigger than just me, and it just so happens that in order for me to make this happen now, I hold the cycle for a year. I can't loop through the future, so I can't make statements about what will happen. But I would hope that you would see the way I've dealt with this, and the fact that I haven't told you all of this since day one when I came to help Caitlin, as something that has so little to do with you. Plausible deniability. You're a new friend. I'm 2,100 years old. Why would I just get you involved in an interdimensional coup? Why would I pull you into that without your consent? And there is no way for me to say, hey, would you like to be privy to an interdimensional coup? Without you becoming privy to an interdimensional coup. I understand that it's not fun to be tricked, but I think if you look back over the last several months, you will see that I have dealt with you generously. I have tried to be kind. I have tried to be understanding. I have worked with you through all 3 of your struggles to get to a point at which I can finally deal with mine. And in my book, all 3 of you have been tremendous allies. Do you want to know what happened with Autumn? Your friend could be the Lord of the Grand Cycle. Aubrey, do you want a world in which nobody looks at the girl who says that she spent time for 40 winks and 30 more gallivanting around with talking animals and say she's crazy and say she can't spend time with my daughter? Do you want a world that keeps on going like that? Or do you want to have a friend who actually gets a say in the rules about travel between these worlds? I know it's hard when someone asks to hold the crown. But believe me, these kinds of chances don't just chance to come around. If you want to win the game, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. But this kind of opportunity so rarely knocks twice. I can give you what you want and what you need, but I'm going to have to take the lead. I can give you what you want and what you need, but you're going to have to let me take the lead. Take the lead. Mara, you're a siren. You're only 25 years old. But it's been 3,000 since the stories that gave you birth have been told. Isn't it pretty nice for you to suddenly come to me? If you think about it, you wouldn't even exist without me. Do the math. Do the math.
My God.
Tell me I'm wrong. I can give you what you want. I can give you what you need. But you're going to have to let me take the lead. I can give you what you want. I can give you what you need, but you're going to have to let me take the lead. Rory, you've been through so much. I'd like to give you some winter touch. I can take you away where you can stay and dream, dream, dream all day. You can rest, you can finally lay your head down. You don't have to be surrounded by the dead now.
new start on life. And Aubrey, you can finally have someone believe your story when you tell it to them. Everyone will know about the summer shorts, the autumn lands, winter and the spring fin. I can give you what you want. I can give you what you need. But you're going to have to let me take the lead. I can give you what you want. I can give you everything you
want. I can.
but you're going to have to want. Let me take
The lead.
You can give him one, Noah.
Yeah, the guitar
Noah
pick
has
that's
given me a
used.
guitar pick.
The one that he
I
plays.
know so much to me.
one.
Did you break it during that song?
Well, the song I broke it.
I'm gonna keep this. I am keeping this yours.
Special one.
What's the role?
What a good question. Greystone needs to convince Mara and Aubrey to hand this thing over.
Mm-hmm.
And Rory, though Rory seems to be taking Mara and Aubrey's lead in this.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needs to convince Rory not to kill him.
Yes. What you just did felt like a very leadership play. Like, let me convince you of my perspective.
Yeah. He also said, "You'll have to let me take the lead."
And Mara,
yeah.
you would not be born without me, which is low-key correct.
Yeah.
I sort of missed that step. What was the...
Well, because of Train 19,
Yeah.
and that didn't
Oh, sure,
work.
sure.
And then Kat thought Fee was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did not restrain
Wasn't the
ourselves.
design, but
Yeah.
yeah.
This, I think, is going to be a leadership check. Leadership is opposed by discipline.
Okay.
So, group discipline between Mara, Aubrey, and Rory, which I suspect also might just be Aubrey's discipline.
Maybe.
Okay.
That said, I want to check in with players real quick. The case was made. I don't think there's a lot more to be said from Greystone's end. There's definitely room from Aubrey and Mara and Rory to say more if they want to. I did say next thing you say is going to require some dice rolls. Dice rolls do not compel PCs to do things, broadly speaking. But I do think this can be a strong indicator of how impactful this argument is
Sure.
on the PCs.
Yeah.
And so it can sort of shape how you next respond, if that makes sense to you all.
Yeah, that feels good. Especially because even without a dice roll, like as a player, unless as a character, like, yeah, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I think Mara would definitely be feeling very conflicted and maybe wouldn't offer a ton because she's just out of her depth with all this Fae stuff.
A question I have, maybe there's a roll for it or just to ask the GM. What are we not asking that we should be asking?
Yeah.
Just crowdsourcing a little bit here.
As Aubrey contemplates this, as she hears Greystone's arguments, I think she has to imagine giving up the cycle. She has to imagine taking it off and handing it over. And in the moment that she tries to imagine herself doing that, this element that the Queens of Spring warned her about, the allure of this artifact, the draw of its power and its promise and its capability, is going to assert itself on Aubrey. And even in the moment of considering taking it off, I think she would need to make a discipline check to fully imagine it.
Yeah. Do you want me to make a
Yeah,
check?
I would love you to make a discipline check. What I would like you to roll it against is the inverse of your discipline.
Oh,
Whoa.
what do we got here?
Whoa.
We got
Oh, that's so clever.
5 dice. That's 2 yellow, 3 green, and a blue against 2 red, 3 purple, and a black.
This artifact is... This word is going to sound really negative, but I don't mean it that way. It is insidious. It has already wormed its way into corners of your mind and opened up possibilities that Aubrey never considered of becoming a beam of light.
Yeah.
Of riding along with Tavo on a bicycle in France while sitting in a cool basement. Of being able to send messages to the people who she cares about to quite literally being able to shape the world around her and protect the person who she cares about most.
Right.
Now would be a cool poetic moment for a Stump special, but I hope that's not what happened.
Look at that.
Pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's a success with so many threats.
The success, you can really imagine yourself giving this up. The threats is that the idea of giving it up hurts. It's going to cause you some mental anguish. And the what question am I not asking here?
If I can hardly give this up, how do I know Greystone will?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you trust someone who's been deceiving you or allowing you to deceive yourselves with this kind of power?
And this is power that invites one to make excuses.
Yes.
I knew that when I tried to stay in spring. Greystone's so good at justifying things, isn't he? I care about him, and it's hard to know if I can trust him. And I want to find a way to, but I think the role is yours.
Okay. I want to plant one more idea in Aubrey's head using these threats. Greystone is assuming that humans will accept the paranatural creatures.
Yeah.
And not react with
Negative
fear
pitchforks.
and violence and pitchforks.
We've seen the Underzoo.
So now we'll have Greystone's leadership against Aubrey's discipline.
Okay.
Should I spend some guitar picks to make us even?
Yeah,
Just to
I don't
spice
have
him?
any.
Helix, would you allow me to upgrade my role at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Exceeding 5 dice in this game should be exceedingly rare, but this is Greystone's pivotal moment.
Yeah.
I just handed Jeffrey 5 red dice and 1 black die.
So Jeffrey, if you spent a guitar pick, you'd get to add a green dice to the pool.
Okay. And if I spend 2,
You'd get to add another yellow.
Whoa.
And we're not going to go beyond 6 today.
I will spend...
Actually, let me ask, how many guitar picks do you have?
I have 5.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Come on, Helix, you gotta let him spend all
I have-
5.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, as I know both Greystone and Aubrey have a small stash of
Yeah,
picks.
we've been hoarding. I thought I had to hoard them to convince Kat to give up her voice.
The pick
Wait,
economy
Camilla,
over
how
here
many
is
do you
flowing.
have? Or are you not going to tell me?
We got free
How-
market picks over here.
I have 6, but I want to save some so that I can, take the cycle off.
You have 6 after this.
No, I have 3 more after this. I spent 3.
Okay.
Because I wanted to meet you. I thought that would provide a good challenge.
Yeah,
and
I feel like that's a good...
cumulative sort
that
of-
feels dramatic.
It
to me,
feels
but-
right.
But also, you do you. It's your...
Yeah, you can add more.
Yeah.
You know what? Right now, Greystone's at a disadvantage on this. And
We're saying 4.
yeah, I would say let's do
Do
let's
it.
do this.
Kill him now.
Do we even
And-
have another yellow?
2 more. We don't have another yellow.
Oh,
Not enough this, not enough this. He's got 6 already.
there are
He was gonna drop
But
7.
Yeah,
You can add another green if you want.
yeah, I'll add another green.
That saves you 2 guitar picks.
So many dice. Roll it. Every triumph, every despair. Oh. Yeah!
Okay.
Whoa! Triumph and despair.
5. There's a triumph, a despair.
Yeah.
But this is a success. Also, so many threats.
that is the best roll
Yeah.
for right now.
Triumph,
Oh my
despair,
God.
success, threats.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a complicated result for a complicated situation.
Wow.
So baseline.
Check back for season 2.
See how many more dice we can roll.
Baseline, I think that means that your characters find this argument fairly persuasive.
Yeah.
If folks have ideas for these triumphs and despairs, I'm very curious to hear them.
Yeah, I have an idea.
I also have.
Ooh, okay.
Do you want to take the despair and I'll take the triumph?
Well,
The despair is sort of a triumph for us,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Greystone, I want you to win your long game. I want to see if your long con goes anywhere. I believe in you so much, but I don't trust you right now. I want to see things change for the better. That's all I want. The grand cycle shifting into winter is not for the better. What I can offer you, with all the care in my heart, is this. I give you the cycle until 3 days before the winter solstice. You make your plans, you gather your allies, and maybe those allies include us. I hope they do, but I'm going to come calling 3 days before. I'm not letting you take it into winter, and I'm not letting it take you into winter. I trust that your name will not pass my lips.
Rory will stand up
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me to go?
Go?
Someone to keep an eye on him. Someone who won't hesitate to put a knife in his back. I am your soldier. Do you need me to go? And Rory looks just resigned. Like you can tell this is someone exhausted, getting up to fight one more time.
There has to be
There's a triumph on the table. And Jeffrey, it sounded like you had an idea for it.
Okay, I do have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but let me first understand the despair. So the despair is you're laying down conditions.
I think the despair is that, like, Aubrey can be convinced that there is potential for you to do good with this. She would be convinced to let it not pass to summer for the year, going against everything that her instincts are telling her because she cares about you. But she's not going to let it move into winter. It has to go to summer next.
And so the despair is maybe representative of a promise that would stick, that would have to be made to stick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a correct understanding?
Yeah. You know what her axe does.
Yeah.
Now it is my turn to confess that I've made assumptions about you. I had hoped that if you had possession of my name, you wouldn't threaten me with it. Sprig warned me that that was the first thing you tried to do when you stepped into winter, seize her name. Now it appears as though you've learned mine. How ironic that the person trying to bring freedom would need to indenture himself to a new master. Pretty easy to make these decisions when you're wearing the crown, isn't it, Queen Aubrey? But I've made promises already. I need the verdant cycle. People need me to have it. This is not the first time the people have expressed distrust, but I am disappointed. I think the triumph is Greystone can change his name.
Ooh.
And in doing so, change parts of his nature. He can engineer a new name and character sheet, if you will.
Whoa.
When he has the cycle, it has been done before. People have changed their names when taking on the cycle in the proper order of things. Yeah. The triumph will be, he knows that entering this deal, he can change his name, and Aubrey cannot, once the cycle passes to him, Aubrey cannot compel him to do what she says.
So then it just negates mine, right?
It sort of does.
There'll still be an oath that's made, even if it then won't be Aubrey invoking the name?
The compromise that I would propose here, for Fey creatures, promises are more binding than they are for humans, right? Even if Greystone were to change his name with the cycle, a broken promise of this magnitude would be debilitating for him.
Yeah. You can shake the name, but there's a promise that still kind of stands.
Yeah, Greystone's not really trying to shake the promise. He's trying to shake the fact that you've said you're willing to use his name.
I said I'm desperate not to.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Does that feel okay?
State your terms, Queen Aubrey.
I will, following the binding of this promise, pass the verdant cycle to you as an emissary and representative of the Spring Court, under the hope that you will deliver it to summer, passing the cycle there and moving the grand cycle with it. Should you be negligent in that responsibility, abdicating what I expect of you, then it should be returned to me no later than 3 days before the winter solstice, not allowing the grand cycle to pass into winter, nor autumn in the interim.
How kind of you to loan it to me.
Greystone, you have to understand, I don't want it back.
I wish you could have trusted me.
I wish you'd been honest from the start. And I most of all wish that next time we meet, we'll meet as friends. Head is heavy, Greystone. Do you know what you're asking for? I want you safe and well. So much I could implore. I want to see where your road takes you. I want to see where your long game ends. But I just hope next time we meet as friends. I hope next time we meet as friends.
You've made your terms perfectly clear. I know what you expect of me when I walk out of here. I can see why they called you a good queen. Your instructions are clear and pristine. I guess when it comes down to loyalty, it helps to have all the cards in your hand. I just hope that when I come into royalty, I take a different approach to command.
And when we next meet, we'll meet as friends.
Meet as friends.
And when we next meet, we will meet as friends.
Meet as friends.
I'm offering to rip my heart out, put it on your platter, and all you can do is complain that I haven't given you enough say in the matter. I want to believe in you, but you haven't given me proof. So from now on, I'll be watching you from the light on the lighthouse roof. And maybe your loyalty and your trust, then it depends. I just hope when I'm watching you, next time we meet as friends. I hope next time we meet as friends.
No matter how hard I try, turns out I'll always be under someone's watchful eye.
I'm not sorry for the conditions I set. You've burned me so many times with ice, and I cannot easily forget. I want you to be kind. I wanted to trust you, but you've made me feel so blind. I'm giving you my faith, and that is power greater than the thing aware upon my head. Your allies in the winter or spring thing. So take what I'm giving you and use it to your ends. And I'm telling you, next time we meet, we're gonna meet as friends.
Next time we meet,
We're gonna meet as friends.
next time we meet,
We're gonna meet as friends.
Tensions flare! Will Aubrey hand off the verdant cycle to summer and set the grand cycle back into its intended course? Or will Greystone gain its use for his coup and perhaps precipitate permanent winter? Find out next time in the finale of Season 1 of RPG Major. If you're listening to these as they come out and you're in the Seattle area, you've got some opportunities to catch cast members and guests in live performances soon. Lauren will be performing as an actor, singer, and guitarist in a production of Come From Away, December 3rd through January 4th, at the Seattle Repertory Theater. If you don't know anything about Come From Away, I'm not going to ruin anything for you, but I will say it is a hopeful, moving story. I think if you enjoy RPG Major, you'll get a lot out of this show. It's incredible. Get tickets today at seattlerep.org. Also in December and January, Camilla and I, along with guests Drew, Melvina, Kat, and Oliver, will be in an improvised riff of the Eurovision Song Contest called Vision Euro. It's going to run most weekends from December 16th to January 31st. It's a very different take on improvised music, And trust me, you don't want to miss Camilla improvising Europop. It's wild. So get tickets today at cszseattle.com. Come and say hello. If you're not in the Seattle area and want to say hi, you can come join our Discord. There's a lovely little community there. It's been exciting for me to see how many of our community members are sharing creative projects in the Discord. Hey, viewers. Y'all know we love recording songs to promote other shows. Well, Shrimp and Crits composes and records their own songs and incorporates them into their campaign. They shared a song and a trailer with us. So I hope you'll check out their delightful, southern-flavored actual play.
Lottie always sang this part better, but I'll give it a try. Over in Argentari, you eat without paying. If you can run fast, think you know what I'm saying. But eventually the guards, well, they tend to catch up. And if you get latched up, you'd best to get praying. 'Cause this world ain't so bad when you're out on the road. It's even good when it's with you I go. And when you build yourself a decent fire. Gather round, everybody. Some stories are just best told around the warmth of a campfire. This one's about the Skywaymen, and how these three knuckleheads changed our cursed world's fate forever. It's a story about knights, old folk songs, and, if I tell it right, it's mostly about love.
Shrimp and Crits Dania is the second season of our actual play podcast with a southern twist. Join the Skywaymen, Cell, Cord, and Gree on an adventure to find lost loved ones.
I know the big lug's out there, somewhere. Are you worried? Nah.
Unravel the mysteries of the stars.
There's just so much nothing out there, and, well, I wanted to see a little bit of something.
And to discover purpose beyond our birthrights.
I don't want to be a builder. I want to see the world.
Shrimp and Crits Dania is an actual play podcast with a southern twist, and it's streaming everywhere bi-weekly on Mondays.
They fought up to a point where Sam decided he needed to escape, and he dipped.
Which is what the ink guys were trying to do.
Yep.
They'll dip you in all the way.
Yep.
So since I have a weak constitution, I also just want to make it abundantly clear that everything I'm saying as a character is just like, we're locked in with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the frustration, because my brain just goes like, people, we're fighting, we're upset, like, and I'm like, it is so put on. So I just wanted to, you were aware. Okay, got it. Yeah, this has been a damn good speech.
Yeah.
I think it just needs to go into a tune. And what you were saying about to Rory, like that Mard can beat herself too. That's crazy.
I will say, as a player, I'm convinced. That was that.
No, me too. I was low-key. I was like, wait, but
I've got a lot of thoughts, but I'm not a character. So.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I didn't say my character is convinced.
Yeah, no, but definitely I was like, that makes perfect sense. He cooked, like, yeah.
There's definitely room from Aura, from
It's a ship name.